Hello, everyone. You too can have a podcast. You have a passionate voice. You want to be heard. You can be inspiration to others. And it is super easy. You all know that I am not technical. So just download the Anchor app on your phone or go to anchor.fm and get started sharing your voice and inspiring the world. Hello, I'm Kendra Von Esch, and you are listening to my 10-minute daily podcast, Reality Reflections. I bought into what this world said would make me happy. Money, prestige, power. And hey, if it feels good, do it, because life is stressful, so party hard. Do whatever makes you happy. But that didn't quite work out, because I felt even more insecure, full of fear, shame, and anxiety, and never, ever good enough. Then God found me and flipped my reality upside down and transformed my life. And I want this for everyone. So I left my executive career to help others find true acceptance, supernatural peace, joy, and love that only comes from a relationship with God. Here is my reality reflection for today. So when was the last time you looked at your life and said, wow, I'm pretty different when it comes to this anymore. I'm not like how I used to be. My neighbor bakes goodies every stinking year, like clockwork. Been in this house over 20 years. So has my awesome neighbor. And she makes these different kind of cookies. The little white balls that like melt in your mouth, they have powdered sugar on them. These little kind of cinnamon swirl kind of cookies, these peanut butter things, this peanut butter brittle. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 different kinds of cookies inside her box. And I'm thinking, that's a lot of effort. And back in the day, I think I shared with you all that I had my grocery store's name as my middle name, Kendra Jewel Von Esch. I bought everything. I didn't enjoy cooking. I did it because I had to. And when I went to parties, I bought something, put it on a new platter. Sometimes I didn't even go to that effort. I just popped the lid off and voila, here's a 7-layer taco dip for you all. Enjoy. But now I'm actually praying with the readings. I was going to talk about weariness because it was a very interesting Isaiah reading where I don't want to tempt the Lord. I don't want to ask the Lord any questions or for any signs. And he's like, come on, are you going to weary the Lord too? It's not enough just to make all the men around you exhausted and tired and, being worn down. But when I got to the gospel and I thought about Mary hightailing it up to the hill country, where she just got told she's going to be the mother of God, and she was conceived at that moment by the Holy Spirit with Jesus, and she decides, I'm going to go help my cousin for 6 months. So when I woke up this morning, I was thinking, I've got a lot of bananas in my freezer. Maybe I should bake banana bread for a couple of my neighbors. Who am I? Seriously. This is the change that I've been seeing over the last couple of years, where I'm enjoying baking. I got myself a stand mixer, one of those big mixing bowls that I have never had in my house until, a year and a half ago? And I started baking dough and bread and muffins and cookies, just
crazy what I'm doing with that cornbread, homemade cornbread, but I'm enjoying it because I'm actually making it for someone else, because it's an act of love. Are you out there making dinner feeling, maybe you are, and that's awesome. I wish I had that my whole life. Dinner, laundry, cleaning. I was spoiled. I had a cleaning lady. I certainly wasn't going to clean if I could afford not to, and I could afford not to, so I didn't. And then when my husband and I left my career, then I had to take up the cleaning because it didn't make sense to pay for somebody else to do it. I'm a perfectly able-bodied person. And yes, I could value my time and have somebody else do it. But now dare I say the word, enjoy it? Is that the right word? Who enjoys cleaning? What I enjoy is the process of it. So when you start, everything is dirty. And when I clean, I don't just do one room and then wait and do another room and then wait, get it another day. I go top to bottom with vacuuming, laundry. I'm talking bedding, towels, everything. The bathrooms, the floors, everything. But at the end, it's so rewarding. And then I continue to pick up and do little maintenance activities. So I stretch the cleaning even longer. And I still don't feel like it's this massive task that I hate. This is truly, truly God changing my heart, because we have to do all of these things. My husband and I just went through the whole closet and just rewashed all the towels because they had been in there for a long time, and they were starting to smell kind of weird, funky, if you will, because we just weren't using them all. And we laugh because the minute you're done with the laundry, you got another thing to wash, just like the dishes. It is a never-ending task. So why don't we just enjoy doing it and be grateful that we have dishes and clothes and a washing machine and a dryer? I say I don't have to go down and scoop up water or beat my clothes on a rock. And I think about what the evil one has done to people in this world. We are lazy. We are so lazy, and we have forgotten the actual purpose of these activities is to love and to nourish and to help your family grow and take care of them. It's a caring thing to clean the house and to cook food and to clean clothes. But the world has made it such a task that it's not even something that we should do. Let's farm it off to somebody else because I don't have the time to take care of my family in a way like this. And I know there are some of you out there going, yeah, well, I don't have time. My time is precious. I would rather not do these things. And that's okay. I don't know. If I still had money, would I be cleaning the house? Maybe not. But there's something about doing all of the activities that are associated with being a wife and a spouse that make me whole, that make me feel like, oh my gosh, this is who I am. This is my identity. I should be a caretaker. I should be a person who nourishes and feeds and does all of the things that a spouse does, a mother does, and do them with joy because that is the role that I am in. That is the vocation that God put me in? And we go back to thinking about Mary and St. Joseph and her hightailing it up there to go help her cousin. Because it's what you did. The world has conned us. Convenience. Anything that is supposed to help us with convenience, they've conned us. We're going to make you food, we're going to put it in packages, and we're going to make it available to you so that you don't have to cook. We're going to take away your whole farm, and we're going to grow your food. We're going to add a whole bunch of chemicals to it. We're going to charge you for it. And you're not going to have the beautiful experience of watching that food grow, going out, picking it out of your own ground in your own yard with you knowing exactly what was put on this food. Where you look at your plate and you know that your hands and God's green earth have grown something to nourish you. Yeah, it's not easy having a farm, getting up, taking care of it. It's physical, hard work. But back in the day, you lived off of your farm. I don't know where God is taking me, but it's almost as if with our property down in Tennessee that we have not done anything with, the more we think about it, the more we're just like, we just want to get down there. But this is not a refuge. I'm not off the grid. All you end time people out there, don't freak out. I'm not making a place for all of us that we could go to. But I do have the land, so hey, if anything should happen, of course I want to be there for people. But I just am drawn to that type of mentality, to my role, to saying, I've got something to give in this way. And I'll tell you, hospitality isn't my thing. It's not my charism. I don't mind having people over. I seem to always be the one that's hosting. But it's not my thing, but it's becoming my thing. Again, baking a blueberry pie from scratch and making a full, huge scratch lasagna is just not what Kendra Von Esch does. I guess we'll use my real middle name, which is Lynn now, not Jewel, Lyn, 1N. Anyway, I just think it's wild, it's crazy. And if we just sat and talked, if we just kind of sat and talked to ourselves and looked at what God's been doing in our life, we might be quite shocked at how truly different we are. But when we live our life, just like when you're, losing weight, let's say you're on a diet plan and you've been on it for a year and you've lost 20, 25, 30 pounds, but you don't really notice it because you're in your skin and you're living it every day. But then you see a friend that you haven't seen in a year and they go flipping crazy. Oh my gosh, look at how much weight you've lost. You look great. And you're thinking, what? But if we actually took stock, checked ourselves, said, okay, what's going on today? How are things changing in my life? We could have another conversation with God that is one of gratitude. Thank you so much, God. I see you working in my life. And I'm so grateful for it. So let's sit today. Let's pull Mary and St. Joseph into our heart. Did you contemplate them yesterday? I keep mulling over, did Jesus speak as a baby to them as God? I know that there are some people out there, some visionaries who have written books on Mary and her relationship with Jesus. I don't know if I want somebody else's vision. I think I just want to continue to reflect on it myself. This is why I don't do the visionary stuff, everyone. I know there are approved people in the church. I get that. But I just want to go with Jesus and Mary and all the saints and the angels myself. Because God says we are supposed to have that mystical, visionary type of experience with him ourselves. So why put all of our eggs in someone else's visionary basket and start working on our own relationship with God? My mortification. So yesterday I have been doing strength and kind of stretching exercises on my hip. It's the hip flexors. I know you're probably tired of me talking about it, but I'm not a doctor. However, I play one on TV. I went out on that there interweb and I found a bunch of dudes, physical therapy, and I think that's what the problem is. I think I don't have enough muscle and it's already weak. And it's not tight. It's more of it's a weakness issue. And really, really good exercises that stretch and strength at the different parts of where the muscle is contracted. So I'm excited. I did that. It wasn't a huge workout. It was just on the hips. So I think I'm going to try and do that 3 times every day. 3 times every day. It's not hard, but it's just a matter of getting on the ground and doing the multiple sets and reps of it. Yesterday, I was going into my 40-minute rosary meditation. If you do it, it is pretty calming, pretty relaxing. By the way, it's on my YouTube channel. Just go to Rosary Reflections with Kendra Von Esch. It's a playlist. I fell asleep a few times. Not good. Don't lay down. And if you can possibly help it, don't close your eyes. That happened to me. So not so good on the rosary. But I felt great when I was done. I felt awfully refreshed. Alrighty. I think there was one more that I did. Oh, I didn't have dinner last night. I made dinner for my husband and my father-in-law who left today. And so today it's going to be a little bit of a spruce up, clean up kind of day. And just checking on the house, making sure that we're good and we have everything because we're supposed to get a pretty big snowstorm coming toward the tail end of the week. And I just think I might make those banana breads. I don't know. I feel I want to do it. I have this desire to share love and bread. And I don't know what is going on. Who is this person? This isn't who I am, but I am digging it and I am loving it. And obviously that is who I am. I'll take that back. This is who I am. This is who I was made to be. The world, I'm taking and shedding off the world. The fake kind of caricature bodysuit that I put on, like this is who I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to do. On the contrary, I'm supposed to be a spouse, a wife, taking care of my family and loving it and not whining and complaining about it. And doing everything with love. And that's who I'm becoming, and I'm grateful for it. So let's check out our lives. Let's think and pray to Mary and St. Joseph again this week. Contemplate their journey. Ooh, can't wait to see what the rest of the readings are up until Christmas Day. And I'm going to leave you now. I'm just rambling here. But don't be weary and ask the Lord to truly make you who He created you to be. And look back and check out how much He's already done. Because you might be shocked, it's probably a whole heck of a lot. And it's time to say thanks. Alrighty, everyone, I love you all. Find something more with God today. Ah, man, it's days like this where joy is just busting out of me. I gotta go make bread. Have a blessed and inspired day.